The ED has arrested Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal hours after the Delhi High Court refused to give interim protection to Kejriwal. A team of ED officials reached his residence, and after 2 hours of questioning, ED arrested the Delhi Chief Minister. This is the first time ever in the history of since India's independence that a sitting Chief Minister has been arrested. Now, after Kejriwal's arrest, Congress Delhi President Arvinder Singh Lovely reached Kejriwal's residence to show support. Meanwhile, the leaders of the India bloc stand in solidarity with Kejriwal against the arrest and called this arrest unconstitutional. Meanwhile, as per the sources, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi has spoken to Kejriwal, in fact his family, last night after his arrest, and will visit his family today. So, of course, lots and lots of developments there coming in at this point of time. Source-based information pouring in that Rahul Gandhi last night spoke to Arvind Kejriwal's family and is expected to, in fact, visit and meet his family today. And viewers, there's so much happening at this point of time. We've also now learnt very, very shortly that the Supreme Court has now agreed for an immediate hearing on Kejriwal's plea. So, big developments there taking place as far as this arrest is concerned. So this, of course, the latest that's coming in at this point of time. In fact, joining us at this point of time to give us her perspectives is Ms. Sumitra Goenka, political analyst. Good morning, ma'am, and thank you so much for taking out time and speaking to us on NewsX. Now, you see exactly what's taking place. We have to keep in mind that he's the first sitting chief minister who's now in this situation, in this very complicated situation ahead of the Lok Sabha elections. Now, one wants to keep the Lok Sabha elections and this particular case away from each other, but the timing is so that you can't. So, what do you want to say about all these developments that have taken place in the last 24 hours?
Yeah, good morning, Asavari. I think the law is taking its own course here because what we have seen is this case, the liquor case in Delhi, it is going on for the last two years almost, and we know that Mr. Kejriwal was being served the ED notice, I think from September or October onwards. So it has been 7 or 8 times, I think 9 times rather, that he has received the ED notice, and he has chosen not to appear before the ED. And ED has never, said initially also that they want to arrest him or anything like that. But he was asked for presenting himself for questioning.
Okay, I think we've lost our connection over there. We're going to try to sort it out. Meanwhile, joining us at this point of time is Advocate Manasvi Thapar, political analyst. Good morning, sir, and thank you so much for taking out time and speaking to us on NewsX. Again, a lot is taking place as we speak. There are live visuals coming in at this point of time. There are, of course, protests that have engulfed the national capital, predominantly protests taking place outside the AAP headquarters. But again, coming back to the point, so much has taken place at this point of time. Now, from again, law is equal for all, but let's also, keep that in mind that what's next. I'm actually going to propose 2 questions. What's next for Arvind Kejriwal as far as the legal battle is concerned? And, he was not just given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 summons. He was issued 9 summons. So was this then going to happen inevitably? What's transpiring right now?
There is one understanding which comes to the legal mind would be.
I'm sorry, I'm just going to have.
नहीं सकते 1 मिनट ITO पे आते हुए हुआ और उठा के पुलिस वाले हमको फेंक रहे हैं. पूरी तानाशाही है. सिर्फ और सिर्फ लोकसभा चुनाव जीतने के लिए ये तानाशाही की जा रही है. लोग जहां पे भी होंगे वहां पे प्रोटेस्ट करेंगे. ये प्रोटेस्ट रुकेगा नहीं. कभी भी दमन करने से क्रांति नहीं रुकी है. जितना भी प्रधानमंत्री दमन करेंगे, क्रांति और बढ़ेगी. एक एक गली में, एक एक मोहल्ले में केजरीवाल पैदा होंगे. दुनिया के अंदर नंबर 1 ट्रेंड आई स्टैंड विद केजरीवाल चल रहा है पूरी दुनिया के अंदर। इससे बात साफ है कि लोग व्यथित हैं, लोग दुखी हैं। किस तरीके से केंद्र सरकार गुंडागर्दी करके हमको कुचलने की कोशिश कर रही है। जिस पार्टी को कहा जाता था कि सबसे छोटी पार्टी है, सुपारी जितनी छोटी पार्टी है, उस पार्टी को दमन करने के लिए, कुचलने के लिए पूरी ताकत केंद्र सरकार ने लगा दी है।
Yes, let's also look at these visuals that are coming in. My colleague is over there at the ITO. Take a look at these visuals that are coming in. Atishi is speaking. Viewers, there's a lot that's taking place. You of course heard what Saurabh Bhardawaj had to say at this point of time. He's still speaking. Meanwhile, my colleague is also over there.
किया गया है, उनको किसी से मिलने नहीं दिया जा रहा है और ये पूरी की पूरी एक गुंडागर्दी है। ट्राइपॉड के साथ ना नहीं कर पाते।
My colleague Mehndi is also there at ITO Delhi. Mehndi, what is happening at this point of time? There's absolute chaos and pandemonium. People are being literally picked up. We've just heard what Saurabh Bhardawaj had to say. Viewers, that right there is Atishi. That right there is Aap Minister Atishi. She's speaking. Let's cut across.
बैठ जा भाई, बैठ जा रहा है, शांति से बैठ जा। कैमरा भी गिरेगा, तू भी गिरेगा। बैठ जा, आराम से बैठ जा, साइड बैठ जा। कौन गिर गया? ये गिर गया। कौन कौन आ रहा है? अरे मैं इसमें नहीं, लगाओ लगाओ। सर एक टीम चाहिए यहाँ पे ITO।
Well, viewers, there you see absolute chaos there at ITO Delhi. In fact, joining us at this point of time is Mr. Dushyant Gautam of the BJP. Good morning, sir, and thank you so much for taking out time and speaking to us on NewsX. Absolute pandemonium, chaos there at ITO Delhi. Of course, this is the aftermath of Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal being arrested by the Enforcement Directorate. I mean, you know, there were 8 or 9 summons, in fact, that were issued to him. He did not go, and now as a result, this is happening. What do you want to say on all of this that's taking place in the national capital?
देखिएगा, ये केजरीवाल जी को अभी नया नहीं है, पहले से मालूम था। 2-3 महीने पहले उन्होंने सर्वे कराया था कि मैं सरकार जेल में से चलाऊं, जेल के अंदर से चलाऊं या बाहर से चलाऊं। इसका मालूम है जो उन्होंने गुनाह किया था उसकी सजा जेल ही है, इसलिए उनको सब मालूम था। और आज इस प्रकार से कांग्रेस और सब आंसू बहा रहे हैं। कांग्रेस ने खुद ही कहा था, अजय माकन ने कहा था कि ये गुनाहगार है, इसने 100 करोड़ रुपए घोटाला किया है, उसकी ट्रेल पूरी मिल चुकी है, गोवा के अंदर खर्च किया है, कि कविता ने भी बताया, सारा कुछ उनको मालूम था। और ये मोदी जी ने एक निर्धारित कर दिया है कि कितने भी बड़े पद पे हो, अगर वो घोटाला करता है, जो जनता के उत्थान के लिए पैसा लगना चाहिए, वो पैसा उत्थान में ना लगाकर अपने स्वार्थ के लिए लगाएगा तो उसका स्थान जेल में ही होगा। आज केजरीवाल जी ने एक घोटाले नहीं, अनेकों ने घोटाले किए हैं। 10 साल से लोगों को भरमा के, दिल्ली की जनता को भरमाने का काम कर रहे हैं। कहते हैं कि जमुना के अंदर हम तुम घूमने जाएंगे, नहाएंगे। आज जमुना के अंदर छठ पूजा पे क्या होता है आप सभी लोग जानते हैं। उन्होंने कहा था हम घर में नल देंगे, नल में जल देंगे। आज भी टैंक माफिया चलता है, पानी के अंदर बहुत बड़ा घोटाला उन्होंने किया हुआ है। ऐसे अनेकों ने घोटालों से वो परिपूर्ण है और ये उनको मालूम था। उन्होंने समझा था कि मैं एक राजा बन गया हूं। सबसे बड़ा पाप उन्होंने जब किया, जब कोरोना काल के अंदर जनता त्राही त्राही ऑक्सीजन के लिए त्राही त्राही मचा रही थी, वो अपना शीश महल बनाने में लगे हुए थे। और उस समय के अंदर दारू घोटाला उस समय में ही हुआ है कि उम्र 25 साल से घटाकर 21 साल कर दी गई। स्कूलों के बाहर, हॉस्पिटलों के बाहर, मंदिरों के बाहर ठेके खोलने का काम किया गया। एक बोतल के साथ एक बोतल फ्री देने का काम किया। हमारी संस्कृति संस्कारों का जिस प्रकार से हनन करने का काम किया है, आज सबकी ही बद्दुआएं उनको लग रही है। कोरोना काल में जो लोग मरे थे, उनका जो इलाज कराना था, लोगों को बाहर भगाने का इन्होंने काम किया। इसलिए इनका सारा का सारा पाप का घड़ा भर चुका है। सारे के सारे ये आम पार्टी के लोग जानते भी हैं, इसलिए खाली घड़ियाली आंसू बहाने का काम कर रहे हैं। आज भी इनके अनेकों अनेक मंत्री जो जेल में गए नहीं छुट पा रहे। आप मोदी जी को इस पर आरोपित नहीं कर सकते। ईडी ने गिरफ्तार किया है, लेकिन कल हाईकोर्ट ने कहा है कि इनको गिरफ्तार करना चाहिए और आज ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट में गए हैं। कोर्ट अपना काम कर रही है। इसी कोर्ट में परसेंट चीजें लगाना, मुझे लगता है ये कोर्ट की अवमानना भी है। आज जो गुनाहगार हैं, जितने भी गुनाहगार हैं, कैसा भी गुनाहगार है, उसका स्थान जेल में होगा। ये हमारा संकल्प है।
जी सर, एब्सोल्युटली। आप मिनिस्टर्स कह रहे हैं कि बीजेपी डरी पड़ी है आम आदमी पार्टी से, इसके वजह से ये सब हो रहा है। आप क्या बोलना चाहेंगे, ये ऐसा क्यों कह रहे हैं?
हर बार बोलते हैं। मैं गोवा के चुनाव में देखा था, वहां भी बोलते थे, वहां पर जमानत जब्त हुई। उत्तराखंड के अंदर इनके सारी की सारी आम पार्टी बीजेपी में ज्वाइन कर गई है, वहां पे ये बोलते थे हम इनकी सारी जमानत जब्त। उत्तर प्रदेश में इनकी जमानत जब्त हुई। ये तो प्रोपेगेंडा इस प्रकार का करते हैं। हम डर गए, हम 303 सीट वाले डर गए हैं और ये 2, 4, 5 सीट वाले हम पे हावी हो रहे हैं। जनता सब जानती है, हम डरे नहीं है। हम जनता को न्याय दिलाना चाहते हैं। जनता का जो पैसा इन्होंने खाया, उनको न्याय दिलाना चाहते हैं। इसका निर्णय जनता करेगी, हमें डरने की आवश्यकता नहीं है। गुजरात में भी गए थे, सभी प्रांतों में गए थे। जो पैसा दारू घोटाले में इन्होंने कमाया था, अनेकों अनेक प्रांतों में अपने प्रचार प्रसार के लिए खर्च किया है इन्होंने, और वो मालूम पड़ रहा है साफ साफ। इसलिए जमानत जब्त करवाने वाले पहले मुख्यमंत्री, जिसने सबसे ज्यादा जमानत जब्त कराई है, पहले मुख्यमंत्री और सिटिंग के होते हुए भी जेल के अंदर गए हैं, जबकि इनको मालूम है कि जेल में जाना सुनिश्चित है। इसलिए हमें डरने और घबराने की जरूरत नहीं है। हम ईमानदारी से पब्लिक के लिए, समाज के लिए, देश के लिए काम कर रहे हैं और देश हमें उसका इनाम भी दे रहा है और स्वागत भी कर रहा है।
जी sir, absolutely. With that, I'd like to thank you for joining us on the broadcast, sharing your perspectives with our viewers. In fact, with us on the broadcast and with us very patiently is Ms. Sumitra Goenka. We're also, in fact, just give me a second, I'm going to come back to you. I'm also being told that we're being joined by Mr. Ramesh Biduri of the BJP. So good morning and thank you so much for speaking to us on NewsX. As we speak, there is pandemonium at the ITO Delhi. The ministers after ministers, our ministers are literally being detained in front of our eyes. What do you want to say about the situation that's now prevailing in Delhi with the ED arrest of CM Arvind Kejriwal?
देखो, ये तो नैतिकता केजरीवाल को जगानी चाहिए। जो केजरीवाल ये उपदेश देते थे, ज्ञान बांटते थे मुख्यमंत्री बनने से पहले, कि अगर किसी पे डाउट भी हो कि वो करप्शन में उसकी इन्वॉल्वमेंट है, तो उसको जांच तो होनी चाहिए और जांच होने से पहले लोगों को रिजाइन करना चाहिए। ये ज्ञान बांटते थे केजरीवाल साहब खुद। अब वो पुख्ता एविडेंस होने के बाद भी, पुख्ता एविडेंस, हाई कोर्ट ने भी उसको प्ली को रिजेक्ट कर दिया और कह दिया नहीं हम रोक नहीं लगा सकते ईडी पे, ईडी पूछताछ करेगी और जो उनकी कार्रवाई करे। उसके बावजूद भी आज तक वो ये कह रहे हैं कि वो गैर कानूनी गिरफ्तारी है। तो इनसे कानून की धारा पूछ लो कि कानूनी गिरफ्तारी, संवैधानिक गिरफ्तारी कौन सी होती है, जो आम आदमी पार्टी के लोग कहते हैं। और दिल्ली की कैबिनेट बैठक बुलानी, हाउस चलाना, वो कैसे संभव हो पाएगा अगर चीफ मिनिस्टर जेल में रहेंगे? वो कहते हैं जेल से ही वो चीफ मिनिस्ट्री करेंगे। तो यू कैन इमेजिन इनके दिल्ली के 2 करोड़ लोग कैसे ठगे जा रहे हैं।
जी एब्सोल्युटली। बिदूरी जी, आप मिनिस्टर्स कहते हैं कि अगर कोई है जो पीएम मोदी को चुनौती दे सकता है तो वो अरविंद केजरीवाल हैं। ये कह रहे हैं, आम आदमी पार्टी मिनिस्टर्स कह रहे हैं कि बीजेपी अभी आम आदमी पार्टी से डरी हुई है, इसके वजह से ऐसी स्थिति अभी है दिल्ली में। आप इस पे क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
2 नवंबर को पहला समन दिया गया था और जो ये कहते हैं कि केजरीवाल से बीजेपी डरी हुई है, तो यूं तो दीवार पर रेंगने वाली हर छपकली मगरमच्छ बनने का ख्वाब लेती है, लेकिन वो छपकली रहती है। अब मैं ये पूछना चाहता हूँ इन लोगों से कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी के खिलाफ चुनाव लड़े गोवा में, सेकंड टाइम बीजेपी आई।
Right, absolutely. You see, well, you see, viewers, what's taking place at ITO. In fact, my colleague Shubh Rana is also there at ITO. Shubh, chaos, absolute chaos. Give our viewers an understanding on what exactly is taking place. Minister after minister being detained right in front of our eyes.
Yes, of course, ministers are being detained right now. Atishi have been detained, and just few seconds ago, Atishi have been detained. You can see protesters are protesting under the banner of Main Bhi Kejriwal, and you know, female candidates are here, and you know, this is a big breaking which we are giving you, that Atishi have been detained. And you know, few minutes ago, Saurabh Bhardawaj was being detained, and you on ground, I would like to show you the situation. You can see Delhi police heavy deployment on ITO, and you can see the visuals here. This is the 4th or 5th bus which I can witness here, which is being detained. People are being detained. Aam Aadmi Party karyakartas are being detained by the Delhi police, and you can see RAF jawans are also present at the moment, and all the possible things are being planned so that things doesn't get out of control. 144 section have been imposed in this area, and you can see RAF jawans are present at the moment. Absolute chaos is seen, and you know, people are being detained who are the people who are protesting are detained. You can see a heavy deployment of RAF jawans, and few minutes ago Atishi have been detained. This is a big breaking which we have been giving you, and Delhi police is trying to arrest each and every karyakarta who is creating a ruckus at this road, because this is a very busy route. As you can see, we are showing you exclusive visuals. See, one more karyakarta is being detained. People are getting detained with a V sign, that is a victory sign. And I would like to talk to some of the karyakartas who are being detained. And ये प्रदर्शन खत्म,
इनकी यहाँ में यहाँ बढ़ते तो ये सारे केस खत्म कर देंगे, और यही होता आया है। लेकिन ऐसा नहीं होगा जैसे ये सोच रहे हैं। हमें अपने सीएम पर नाज है। अरविंद केजरीवाल जिंदाबाद, अरविंद केजरीवाल जिंदाबाद।
People are protesting, people are demanding Arvind Kejriwal to be back again, and you know, there is heavy deployment. As you can see,
अरविंद केजरीवाल
सर देखिए, बड़े बड़े मंत्री जो है उनको डिटेन किया जा रहा है. You know, the protesters are being detained under the banner of Main Bhi Kejriwal. आपको प्रदर्शन नहीं करना है,
हम चाहे हमें अरेस्ट कर लो, लेकिन केजरीवाल जी को छोड़ दो. ये लोकतंत्र की हत्या है, ये लोकतंत्र की हत्या है मैडम. अरविंद केजरीवाल जी
मंत्री भी यहाँ मौजूद है.
You see, viewers, what's taking place at this point of time right in front of our eyes. We just saw Bhagwant Mann, the Chief Minister of Punjab, being detained right in front of our eyes. In fact, joining us at this point of time is Mr. Udit Raj of the Congress. Good morning, sir, and thank you so much for speaking to us on NewsX. So much is happening, and the Congress the Congress party has now chosen to align with Aam Aadmi Party in order to now engage in a nationwide protest. Do you think after 8 or 9 summons to the Delhi Chief Minister, was this not going to happen? Why has the Congress chosen to do this?
Congress is already in alliance. Then there is no question that it is any fresh initiative. It's already there. And Aam Aadmi Party is a part of India alliance.
Yes, sir, absolutely. But we also see what's taking place after 8 or 9 summons to the Delhi Chief Minister. Absolute chaos is taking place. I mean, who's going to then think about the Dilliwalas between all of this?
Sorry?
So my question is, there's so much chaos that's taking place at this point of time in the national capital. Right?
It's a government of India and PM Modi and Home Minister who are responsible for the chaos. People are fighting for their life, their freedom, and their right. Don't they have a right? And they have been forced and coerced to come on the road. And and if any chaos is happening, it's because it is caused by PM Modi and Home Minister. So they aren't responsible. They are responsible. So ask the government of the day that why are they creating anarchy and chaos?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, okay, we get what you're saying over here, but so then what's next as far as the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned at this point of time? What's coming next?
Party and Aam Aadmi Party, every citizen should rise to the occasion.
उसे हर आम आदमी पार्टी के हर एक एमएलए
It's for everybody. It's for the country.
Right, sir, absolutely. Again, viewers, you can see all those shots on your screens at this point of time. Workers and ministers of the Aam Aadmi Party being detained. We were told by my colleague Shubrana told us earlier that there were 4 to 5 buses that have already taken in fact taken ministers and taken workers. They've been detained. RAF Jawans are on ground. Section 144 imposed at ITO. Complete ruckus, complete pandemonium. You see right on your screens. Well, this, of course, the latest visuals coming in at this point of time. In fact, with us on the broadcast is Ms. Sumitra Goenka. Ma'am, again, you know, you've been here, you've been seeing the kind of visuals that we've been showcasing to our screens between the CM being arrested by the ED, between AAP ministers now being detained. I mean, what's going to take place next as a Dilliwala? I don't know what's going to take place next.
Freezing. But see, the fact is that Mr. Kejriwal tried to evade arrest around 8 or 9 times. Secondly, these are all the optics, like, you know, Atishi getting arrested, or Mr. Saurabh Bhardawaj or other MLAs or ministers getting arrested. So this is something which was expected, and even yesterday night, that's why when Mr. Kejriwal was answering the ED, there was heavy police deployment outside his house, because these are some of the things which you will expect any political party will do in order to create some optics for the media and for the people. Having said that, this is not the main topic. The subject is Mr. Kejriwal came into politics with a very clean slate. he came in talking about the Lokpal, the accountability in politics, and that is what actually swayed people towards him. He enjoyed a lot of trust and respect from the people. But over the period of time, we see that, especially during the time of the liquor policy, which was formulated in the peak of COVID, where the priority was actually to take healthcare services to a different level, but his entire ministry was involved in formulating a policy for the liquor. How there will be equitable distribution of liquor in the state of Delhi. And Mr. Manish Sisodia himself, in the peak of COVID, did a PPT presentation on the word I'm using, equitable distribution of liquor, which is something which I personally saw, and I was shocked to look at it. Now, having said that, there is nothing wrong even if they come out with a policy. But whatever the committee had recommended to them, they completely, overlooked that, and they came out with a policy which was favoring certain cartels, and there were loopholes in the policy. And this matter was investigated by the on the initiation by the Lieutenant Governor, who was in fact initiated this complaint by a bureaucrat in the Kejriwal ministry. So basically, this is not something which has come from BJP or some other political party. Even though I will say that in this case, the Congress also has been echoing the same views, that there have been kickbacks, there have been loopholes in the policy. There are several instances which require an explanation from the Chief Minister. Like, for example, why was the commission increased? Why were the wholesale which the government should have taken care of? Why was it given away? Why were the contracts given away? And the committee had recommended something else. Third thing is, why were the earnest money of 30 crores given back without due process followed? So these are some of the questions which were raised to Mr. Kejriwal and his government, and nobody from Mr. Kejriwal's government so far has come out and explained that why did certain things which were incorporated in the liquor policy happen, as well as why did they abruptly take back this liquor policy when questions were raised about it. So if they were so sure that this policy was correct, then what was the need for taking it back in a hurried way when the investigation was ordered against this policy? If they were so sure about it, they should have gone ahead with the same policy. They should have explained to the people. But the way the policy was taken back and they rolled back to the old system, this itself raised a lot of eyebrows.
शुरू होने के बाद, चुनाव की घोषणा होने के बाद, राष्ट्रीय पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष को गिरफ्तार कर दिया जाता है। ये लोकतंत्र पर हमला है, लोगों के अधिकारों पर हमला है। आम आदमी पार्टी इस तानाशाही के खिलाफ लड़ती आई है और लड़ती रहेगी।
आपको यहाँ से डिटेन किया जा रहा है, कोर्ट से क्या उम्मीद है? आपको बोलेगा आतिशी जी,
कोई शांतिपूर्वक तो मैं तो अकेले आई थी,
कोर्ट से क्या उम्मीद है?
छूना नहीं है।
कोर्ट से क्या मैडम को नहीं पकड़ोगे आप? मैडम को नहीं पकड़ोगे? कोर्ट से क्या उम्मीद है?
हम कोर्ट से उम्मीद करते हैं कि कोर्ट लोकतंत्र की रक्षा करेगा। इसलिए छूना नहीं है मुझे।
आप थोड़ा पीछे हो जाइए। बोलिए
लोकतंत्र,
मैडम को
आप जरा सामने से हटिए, आप सामने से हटिए।
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.